What's up, man? Patrick James here, and I give you raw dating advice that your mother would not approve of. And in today's video, we're gonna talk about how your game should differ with the 6s and the 7s versus the 9s and the 10s. Cue the intro.
Okay.
Now, this video idea was actually inspired by a few questions that I've got that all kind of had the same undertone. I keep getting questions about, when I go out, should I warm up with the girls who I'm not really that attracted to, or the girls who I deem to be a 6 or a 7? That way, when I finally do step to the 9s and 10s, my game is on point, I have social momentum, and everything, the words are just flowing. Should I do that? Should I be warming up with the girls who I'm not really that attracted to? So I kind of want to address that in this video right now. Now, here's the thing. Back in the day, when I first started going out a lot, when I first started talking to a lot of girls, when I first started diving deep into this world of dating advice and abundance with women, I actually did do this. I would actually go out and I would warm up with the girls who I weren't that attracted to, especially if I wasn't firing on all cylinders yet. If I hadn't been talking to a lot of people all day, I felt like I needed to warm up with the girls who I wasn't really attracted to. That way I could finally step to the girls who I deemed to be the 9s and the 10s, the girls who everybody wanted to talk to, but I would be like, on point with my words, with my charm, with my body language. And here's the thing that I found when I did that, was I was actually limiting myself when I had that mentality of going out. And here's what I mean. Because if you're seeing some girls as 6s and 7s and other girls as 9s and 10s and some girls as 8s, then what you're really doing is you're judging yourself. When you judge other people, other girls, you're actually judging yourself. And here's why. Because you're creating this scale that doesn't really exist. First off, my 7 is completely different than your 7, most likely. My 10 is completely different than your 10, most likely. All right, so the girls that you're too afraid to step to, maybe other guys have zero attraction for them. And that doesn't mean that those girls aren't attractive. It just means that people have different preferences. So that's one. And two, with that understanding, you now realize that you're creating a scale that doesn't actually exist. This scale doesn't exist, all right? And when you create a scale that doesn't exist, when you judge other people as 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, you're actually putting yourself subconsciously, without even knowing it, somewhere on that scale. So a lot of guys, when they talk about the 9s and the 10s, they talk about these 9s and 10s as if they aren't a 9 or a 10 themselves. So in reality, you're putting yourself here and you're going, okay, I'm gonna warm up with all those 6s and the 7s, the girls who I'm not really attracted to, the girls who I deem to be below me on this scale. So that way I can finally talk to the girls as 9s and 10s, the girls who I deem to be above me on this scale. And if there's one thing that you have to realize about women, is that they're not going to sleep with a guy who they perceive to be below them. All right, and when I say below them, I don't mean looks, I don't mean money, I don't mean any of that stuff. I mean self-esteem, I mean self-love, I mean non-neediness, non-reactiveness. Like, who here is leading this interaction? Because as we all know, girls want to be led, they don't want to lead. All right, so if a girl thinks that you are below her, she's not ever going to sleep with you. All right, and if you're judging girls as 9s and 10s, and those are the girls that you actually want, you're making it harder on yourself to actually get those girls, because you're intentionally putting yourself below them already. And if you do happen to attract one of those girls, if you do happen to sleep with one of those girls, you're actually gonna feel kind of empty inside, because you're gonna feel like you won. You're gonna feel like you won and they lost, and you pulled one over on her. And you never want a win-lose type of situation. You always want it to be a win-win, because that's where real relationships, real rewarding relationships are coming from, is a place of win-win. So what should you do at this point? Now that you understand why you shouldn't do it, what should you do? Well, one, what you should do is put yourself, if you're gonna put yourself anywhere, put yourself at the fucking top. All right, put yourself as a 12 on a scale of 1 to 10, and then challenge other people up to your level. Now, how do you do that? You do that by approaching people, talking to people as if they are your equal. No more below me, above me, no more warming up with girls who I'm not attracted to talk to the girls who I am attracted to. Start talking to everybody as if they are your equal, and when you do that, something interesting happens. Because if you're here and they, like, objectively, they're not at your level, if you talk to them as if they are, it's inherently going to challenge them up. And as we all know, women love a challenge, all right? And if she still perceives you as above her, now she wants to be on your level, and now she's chasing you. All right? And with this mentality, nobody's above you. They're always your equal. You're putting yourself at the top, and no girl is too good to talk to before warming up. All right? So here's my mindset shift, and here's the actual action that you take from here on out. The next time that you go out and you want to socialize, and it's a social environment or anywhere where you go out and you see other people, talk to the hot girls first. Now, I realize how this might kind of be contradicting what we've already been talking about, but if you start stepping to the hot girls, if you start approaching the girls who actually inspire fear and anxiety out of you, yes, inspire fear and anxiety out of you, then it's going to kind of delete this bad habit of, you know, warming up with girls who you're not attracted to just to get to the ones that you are attracted to. Because when you start with the girl that you actually want, now you're deleting the fear, the hesitancy to talk to the girls that you actually want. Now, when you start stepping to the girls that you actually want, you start developing more abundance in your life because you're giving yourself more chances to succeed with the women that you actually want. All right? So I hope that kind of made sense, man. I feel like I just rambled, and if I threw a lot of, psycho babble at you, I'm sorry, dude. But I really just want this to make sense. I want this to click for you, all right? Because when I made that shift for me, I definitely saw way more results with way hotter girls in my own life, and I truly do want that for you. So if you like this video, if you like this message, give me a subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.
Okay.